Hello, fellow Chimerans. It is I, Sonic Brine, and welcome to another Roblox theory video, where today I'm going to reconnect with my camping story. If you haven't seen the last one I did, then you're in for a big surprise. So, here we go. In the hotel, we're starting with hotel, prequel of camping. We as the player were checking into a lovely hotel. We met the hotel receptionist. We went to our room and we met the family of 5. The family died the first camping. We noticed that they were going to have a plan to go to Specky Woods. And how I noticed is that there was a sign of Specky Woods outside the hotel doors 3 miles away. And then the lights suddenly go out after the family left. We suddenly were attacked by a mysterious monster. The monster chased us down, and we as the player had to escape from the monster because it was chasing us down. The downstairs and the upstairs were basically safe. So, after escaping from the monster, we had decided not to go to hotels again. So, we went to a peaceful life at Specky Woods, but the family has been killed. Because there was a tree with a paper nailed onto it that showed that the family you met have died in Specky Woods. Except the son. Because I had an idea to make a camping video, but unfortunately, I couldn't. Because camping one was hard when I played it for the first time. And, it showed when I threw a lucky coin in the well, and it showed the son hunchbacked over. When he turned around, a weird face popped out. How did I know? Because if you look closely at the mysterious person, it showed like I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Anyway, story in hand. Basically, after we survived, from the monster, but in camping one, it showed that the son had the exact same clothes from the person from the hotel story, and it was the son because he had the exact same clothes. So, boom, shots fired. Oh, this one's more. Though it was a secret ending, but back to the main story. We're having a peaceful life in camping woods, having things were gathering on, even though despite reading there was a murder around. Specky Woods was targeted as a murder site, targeted for any murderer that could kill anyone they wanted. And it's Gladiator time. Though camping one was hard, but it does have a decent story of what happened with the family and stuff, so that's something. Though through the family's tragic past, to, I was about to say. So, when the night was getting dark, we would try and tell campfire stories at, well, basically a campfire. And, basically, until suddenly a monster pops out. And the monster was basically was ready. Dun dun dun. It was the sun. How do I know? Because in the secret ending, it showed that the monster had the sun had the exact same smile as the creature. The creature had the exact same smile. So basically, in the end, I'll explain later, is that I got my fucking box. How am I going back? I was about to say, though throughout the days I was getting killed by the creature, you head towards a mysterious cave. You decide to spend there the night, because you almost got killed. Though, after the night, you went back to the campsite and you noticed one of your tents has blood marks on it. So you decide to go back to the cave where it's safe. But the night was going on. Then, you suddenly forgot to grab the food from the thing. Okay, before I continue on, you need an item which is a mech kit. If you don't need a mech kit, you're basically screwed, including your party. So now, back to the story. So basically, the reason you... oh god. We'll go... okay, back on top. You basically went to the rain, and you got the picnic basket. You returned to your party at the cave, and you decided to have some delicious sandwiches. Until suddenly, one of the players said that the sandwich was tasting really weird. And apparently the sandwich was poisoned. What a thought. Actually, what do you think? My space wasn't stuck. After saving someone by using the mech kit, because you do need a mech kit to save someone, you decided to get out of the cave, but the entrance was blocked. So you decided to go to the back entrance of the cave. And let me just explain. The cave one switches to a bear cave maze, then to a parkour. So I'll just go with the obby thing. After going through a slide that shows the same way, after going through an obby, you basically went outside the cave. And then you were encountered by Park Ranger Daniel and his partner. Then you notice that some animal was killed. Well, after going back to where the creature disappeared when you first encountered it, of course. Park Ranger Daniel and his partner decided to lay a bear trap because they thought it was a bear. After escaping the obby, you noticed that the bear trap did work, but because there was a leg gushing blood out of it. The leg belonged to the creature, belonged to the sun. I'm gonna say monster sun, I guess. Belongs to the monster sun. And because it was missing a leg in the end. Back what I was about to say. Then, after escaping the cave in the night, you notice that one of your party members was taken hostage by the sun. You don't know his name yet, but the sun's just what he's actually just called. The monster sun captures one of your party members and it's your objective to try to save them. After doing so, you make your way to the top of a high pillar because the floor was flooding. It's the rain. After making to the top, you see the sun walking over a bridge, and he doesn't like the sun because it only appears in the nighttime. And he said that he was trying to help us, and he said he doesn't want any other murders happen in the woods. And this, to be frank, just to tell you, if you don't have enough players to help you play with the game, then the sun will kill you if you don't have enough players by your side. So he said he went insane after losing his family, and he felt very sorry for it. We do forgive him, however, because it just wasn't his fault. And let me just, then you notice he said he didn't poison anyone, and then you look to the players, one of the backpack of one of your members, and it said and it showed a rat poison on it. Let me just say that the game does choose who will be Zach Nolan, so yeah. So yeah, it's just a big waste of time. So yeah. So after escaping, you escaped the killer, and then that's how Camping 1 ends. Because it showed one of your members holding a knife, and you went away, and that's how Camping 1 ends. Now let's go with the sequel, Camping 2. Camping 2 starts off after the end of Camping 1. Basically, after surviving the tragedy of Spectre Woods, you encounter Park Ranger Daniel. It's the same guy from Camping 1, but apparently he's your camping counselor throughout the game. He takes you on a tour of which one of you will stay with him in the tents, and which one of your party stays with him in a cabin. After showing you the bathroom stall, the lights were flickering after staring at a mirror, and it shows dead bodies with blood everywhere with knives on everyone's back, including yours. So basically, then your party stays with him, and you go to the tents until you saw someone with a striped jumpsuit with a mask, and you were running towards the tent, well, cabin. After when Daniel leaves to go to the bathroom, half your party was screaming, saying that they saw someone. They asked where Daniel is, and you told them he was in the bathroom. Daniel came back, and your party told him that he saw someone. Daniel thought that they were pulling a prank on him, since he doesn't believe you. Next morning, you and your party discuss a plan about what would happen about Daniel acting suspicious. Then you have an activity with Daniel, and then he said if you complete the RB, he will give you a prize. After completing the RB, you were given a s'more as a prize. Though despiting the thing that Camping 2 is the sequel, despiting that it was more creepier than what happened in the first one. Though, after making through some trials, your objective at the 10 one was the the cabin was destroyed, it was on fire, so you decided to, rebuild your firewood since the rain destroyed it. Gather some firewood, rebuild the fire, and you sleep in the tent. Fortunately, something happens. A gun appears in the blue tent, and you or one of your party members have a choice. They said that Daniel was acting suspicious after when he left. They think that he was the stranger outside. Though when I did say about Zach Nolan, here's what I mean about that. Okay, so they think because so you have because I'll explain about the choice later. I'll go with the spare Daniel one. After sparing Daniel, you go to the hole when it was raining again, and then you encountered snakes when you and your buddy forgot the rope. Though, after making it through the snakes by trying to navigate, you encountered a short RV when it was being flooded, and you encountered the one and only Zach Nolan himself. So I did say in the camping one that it does choose whoever is Zach Nolan. So yeah. Okay. Before I explain the ending, let's explain about the choices. If you don't spare Daniel, then if you shoot him, then Zach Nolan will kill you. But if you do spare him, then something happens. Okay. I'll say it now. When Zach Nolan was about to charge you with a knife, the sun appeared with a wooden leg, and then he snapped Daniel's neck, which is surprising. Because the last video I made, I was totally wrong. My theory about that guy, that a person with my Zach Nolan was a bunch of poop. I was wrong. So, yeah. This is what happened. So, Zach Nolan got his neck snapped by the sun. And though after when he did that, the sun spirit finally passed, and you were having a good life. Or did you? Here comes the great sequel of Camping 2, The Mansion. So, Zach Nolan survived. Yeah, Zach Nolan was still alive. Months passed. Zach Nolan allowed his neck to rest after it was broken because of the sun. And he let it to rest for months because he could move the rest of his body, he just couldn't move the neck. And then he decided to get revenge on you by trying to kill you again. Zach Nolan, his real name is actually Jack Logan. He invites you to his house to have a dinner party. After driving to Jack Logan's house, something happens. You see something in the distance, like a bunch of roses, but I'll explain that later. After making it in Jack's house, he explains something weirdly, that a few guests were short, that he said was their fault. He was saying about the family that he killed. So something happened. Jack left and was checking on dinner, and you were acting. You know something was supposed on, so you went to check on him, and then you noticed something very, very well who was sent chills down your spine. Jack Logan is Zach Nolan, but Zach Logan is actually his alter ego. It's said in the wiki. After escaping from Jack and making it to a room upstairs, you encountered a strange coffin in a real room that Zach was been working on, and appeared it was a girl's ghost that said you shouldn't be in here. And you just look at the red eyes that it was actually because there was a news that the family murdered someone, and that person was Emma Logan. And apparently, she's not Zach's sister, she is Zach Nolan's wife. My theories were completely off, but at least I now know. There are a lot of theories about if Emma was Zach's sister. I had to believe that because I really don't know that she really was his wife or his sister. I can't believe I fell for the sister part. I can't believe I fell for the part when Zach, that person that was just a random guy who admired Zach. So, oopsies. So, after Emma Logan pops open the floor and it shows what Zach's been working on. He's planning to bring Emma's body back. How do I know bring Emma back? So I know this. Because if you look back if you don't know what the Power Roses were, yeah, that's where Emma's body is. Emma's body was technically buried there because the family did accidentally kill her, caused Zach to go on a murderous rampage, becoming the notorious killer that he is in the story. Because Zach Nolan is the main antagonist, and you as a player are the main protagonist. And beneath the floor of Zach's workstation was a ritual that brings Emma to that body that Zach has in the coffin. Though despite what happened, you do escape from Zach's house. However, in the end, Zach will never give up that easily. In the end, after chilling out, watching TV, Zach Nolan was by the window staring at you, waiting to plan his next move on you. There wasn't a secret ending. There was a secret ending in the hotel that shows Zach Nolan in the distance. That he was planning to kill the family because they did kill Emma. Because it was supposed to take place at the hotel one when he accidentally killed Emma when they were heading to a hotel. So yeah, that's what happened. So I'd like to thank your fellow communists for watching this. If you had watched this, please comment down below what are your theories were about the stories. Gladly will read them, and I will make another Roblox theory story soon enough. And I promise that I won't fall for any false stories about any games I know of. So, subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so you won't miss any of videos from me, and I'll see you fellow Kai mutants later. Bye!